whole world sick. Testing, testing, testing. What's up, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. What's up? Make sure y'all let me know if y'all can hear me by putting a one in the chat. Never mind, I can hear myself. So the whole world is sick. No COVID. They just sick. And I mean, like, everybody, some way, somehow, damn near everybody is sick in the mind. Y'all excuse me because honestly, I don't know what it is when I go live on my phone. It's like you can barely hear me, but when I go live on my laptop, you can hear me. I just hate going live from my computer because there's so many different things you got to do in order to start your live stream. But this whole entire world is sick. No one has any more compassion. Good morning, DA. What's up, Sander? Nobody has any compassion. People refuse to care, and they don't care about you unless it's them telling you their story. They don't want to hear yours. They have no, I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy how, the world now has been built on hate since social media even came out. Because we as a people ain't hated each other this much in a long ass time. If that. I mean, honestly, people disliked each other in the early 2000s and back in the 90s, but it wasn't like this. This is different. This is like you know, I hate you. I despise you. I want to harm you. That's how bad the hate is, y'all. That's how bad the hate is. Y'all bear with me though. Bear with me. Stay tuned. Stay on here, y'all. We got a special guest that wants to come in on the show. Her name is Leah, my 1 year old daughter. Good morning. Would you like to tell everybody good morning? Say good morning, everyone. Say good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. She just woke up, y'all. She when she wake up, she just get the plan and stuff, enjoying life as we should. We should wake up happy. That's how we should wake up. You know, some parents they get mad when their kids wake up early in the morning because they don't wake up till 9 o'clock. So it's like, lay down somewhere. Go fix you a bowl of cereal. The whole world's sick though. They sick, y'all. No COVID. They just sick. The whole world is sharing the body, the same exact body and the same exact mind. Everybody, like I keep trying to tell y'all, everybody tasting the same image. Let me know if y'all can hear me with a one in the chat. Thank you, DA. I just knew it was going to be you that tell me that. Because ain't nobody else going to say nothing. The whole world's sick, DA. That's exactly what I'm talking about. People will watch your failure. They want to watch you fail. Even if it goes as far as to them just sitting on your live stream and not saying a doggone word, they won't. Because they don't want to hear you anyway. Make it make sense. How you don't want to hear me, but you right here listening to me in the live? You want to know why, y'all? Because the whole world's so sick. They don't want to hear nothing that you got to say that's the truth. What they want to do is pick out anything that you say wrong within the truth, reiterate it differently in their own terms, and make you out to be somebody that you're not. Make it seem like you're saying something that you're not. They just want to believe that themselves. They don't want to believe you are who you are. You know? You know what I mean? They don't even want to believe you are who you are. They feel like, nah, this is not Danny. Danny is the Danny that I know is the one that I used to go to school with 15 years ago. 15 years ago. The Danny I went to school with 10, 11 years ago, this is her. This is not her. This new one, I don't know who that is. She's crazy. She's on drugs. She's lit. Something is wrong with her. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Like they literally don't want to believe that you changed because they don't feel like anybody could change. But these is the same people that believe. These are the same people that believe in second chances, though. They'll tell you that they believe in second chances, but they don't believe that you can change as a person. Make it make sense. These people are sick. Sick. Give me a second, y'all. All right, we back in the building. We back in the building. So, I just don't understand something. I don't understand how, when I tell you, you will literally get little to no interaction inside of your live streams because majority of the time YouTube is using bots in your channel, or you got actual human bots on your channel listening to you. No, ma'am, don't touch that. Um, you got actual bots listening to you, not saying anything because they don't feel like they have to. People will not show that they are a supporter of yours because they feel like, nah, I ain't no fan of hers. I ain't say you was a fan. Like, I don't. Let me tell y'all what a fan is to me. A fan is something that blows air in the summertime. That's a fan to me. Another fan, is someone that will sit and listen to you talk, that don't like you, someone who despises you, who hates you, they're obsessed with you, you know, that's a fan. DA, if you hear, can you still hear me? Can anybody still hear me? Yeah, that's a fan. A person that dislikes you, but they sit and listen to you. They obsessed with you. All they do is talk bad about you. Miss Busybody in the room, she just soon as she wake up, she like, let me get everything in sight. I'm energized. That's what I'm talking about. My daughter be getting like 13 hours of sleep, man. That's the type of sleep I need. But I ain't no kid, so I get me some good sleep though. Get my little 5 to 8 hours of sleep. All right, DA, that's what's up. Thank you. So we dealing with a world where everybody is different in a weird way. They different. 2025 people are made different. They think different. Matter of fact, they don't think different. They think like each other. So technically, they don't think differently. They think exactly like each other. They all think the same. They all chasing your dream because they ain't got one. They mad at you for having a dream because they don't have one. The whole entire world can change, but they don't want to. They mad at you because you've changed. So with that being said, they don't even believe that you have changed. It's like it's mind boggling to me every time I think about it. I say, man, this world, these people, man, it's the people. I keep trying to tell. It's really the people. It's nothing else but the people. You know, people have been at war with themselves before they, started going to war with people, with other people. When we got a world full of hate, countries that hate each other, you know, when we, sorry about that, guys, had a call coming, but what was I saying? Yeah, the whole entire world hates your dream because they don't have one. They dislike you because you have a dream. They dislike you because you have freedom within. You think for yourself. They dislike that. They dislike you. They want you to be the person that they created in their mind, the image that they created. They want you to be that, just like Jesus. They want him to be white. but we all know he's not. But being that they want him to continue to be white, and they will live with that mindset forever because they don't want to. There a lot of people in this world is extremely stubborn. Stop it. A lot of this little girl, y'all. Um, a lot of people in this world are stubborn, and they feel like even though they know the truth, they don't want to live with the truth. They want to live with lies. I got family members like this. They just live for the lies. They hate the truth. They don't even want you standing in their face telling them the truth, even though they know the truth. They feel like, man, go on somewhere. Oh no, you with that cult, you with a cult. They feel like you're in a occult religion because of your beliefs, which is the truth, even though they know that it's the truth. It's a occult to them. But these are the same people that call themselves Christians, though. Same people that was born and raised up in church. They really the ones that has a occult like mindset, though. That's the crazy part. Don't touch that. Y'all gotta see. This another thing too. You gotta teach your child right from wrong. These women nowadays, these men nowadays, they be so lazy. They don't teach their kids right from wrong. They don't teach them like, no, you can't touch that at these ages and stuff like that. No, you can't touch that. They don't baby proof the home. They don't feel like it's even necessary. They feel like, nah, they just gonna do what I tell them to do. So when you turn your back and your child got their finger in that outlet, then what? You still see people so disturbed in the brain. They feel like, nah, I'm still not finna get no outlet plugs, man. Go on. Ain't my kid ain't finna do that. I'm gonna be honest with you. This child that I have now is she is a actual baby. Like it's so crazy because y'all know the babies that y'all read about in the books and stuff like that sometimes. Like she has those actual some babies be different. They do their own thing. They don't what I'm saying? But she is doing things that we wouldn't even expect her to do. Like for instance, like our other children, they wasn't doing the stuff that she would. She's the actual baby they speak of when they stick their fingers in an outlet plug. You know what I'm saying? She, like to jump up and down in the mud, playing with the little bugs outside, the little ants, and honestly, the other kids ain't do that. So yeah, in my situation, it was rare, you know. Well, it is rare, so that's why we definitely baby proof, got to. But like I said, some parents don't even feel like that's necessary at all. Listen, when your baby start crawling and bouncing around and jumping up and down and running and stuff like that, you definitely got to take precaution. And honestly, like it helps me to understand that you still got to take precaution no matter what. Even if you don't feel like they gonna do it, if you don't see that they're gonna do it, or things like that, you still got to take precautions some type of way. But we got parents out here that's so damn lazy, bro. Let me tell y'all something. It's kids out here seeing dead bodies in the streets of Chicago. It's kids out here getting caught in crossfires and all type of stuff. You want to know why? Because their parents don't care. I always talk about this because it's true. The parents don't care. They let their kids stay outside all the time of the day. They let their kids do anything that they want. And it's sad. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I can hear. I got my other streaming going as well on my other device. But y'all, I mean, It's so many different ways how I could tell y'all that the whole world is sick without being ill. I'm talking about the whole world is sick mentally. Mentally. Ain't they? We got to deal with this all the time when we go outside. We just see a mentally ill patient outside that is possessed. You know what? Not even mentally. I'm not even going to say mentally ill. I'm going to just say possessed by Satan. Damn near the whole world is possessed by Satan. The spirit of the Antichrist lives within almost everybody on this earth. For real. Everybody is deceiving. I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, 2025 is so different. Like, respectfully, it's just so different because people, they are different on a whole nother level. Anytime you go as far as to pretending so hard to be real, you know something wrong with you. Because people don't even have to pretend. They don't have to pretend. It's okay to change. They just feel like changing is a crime. Nah, I ain't about to stop going to the club. No, I'm still finna go this weekend. What? Even though I know the truth about the 4th of July, I'm still about to celebrate the 4th of July. Nobody's gonna tell me to do nothing, not to do nothing. I'm still gonna do it. Whole world, whole world sick. You know exactly what's going on. Tell them. Say y'all know exactly what's going on out here. Yeah, this baby shark. So I'm just, you know what? I'm grateful that I'm gonna have daughters and sons that's gonna be extremely smart. You know, because every time I talk to them, I drop some especially the oldest ones. Every time I talk to them, I drop a little knowledge on them. Me and Dad drop a lot of knowledge on them. You got to, especially in the times that we living in. A lot of these kids out here is lost. They don't know what's going on. They don't know if they coming or going. They don't know. Unfortunately, the doggone teenagers don't know nothing. We have to we have to teach our children. You know, we got to teach our children. But honestly, like when you teach your child the right thing all through life, when they grow up and they become adults and they have children of their own, you gonna be proud of yourself for raising up a generation of very smart individuals. Um, People feel like, oh, this person ain't go to college, that person ain't go to college, so they dumb. No, honestly, if you, I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is like all due respect. Majority of the people that I know that went to college and got degrees, actually, I'm not gonna say they need to go back. They just need to open up their eyes. They brainwashed by society though, by the government. How you smart as ever in school? You get good grades, you got your degrees, you got your diplomas, everything you need is certificates and everything. But when it comes down to knowing what's going on in the world, you are completely dumbed down. Completely dumbed down. That's the society we live in. They feel like, oh, I'm smart because I got my degree. Yeah, yeah, okay. Y'all not know how many people I know that's out here that despise me, that dislike me. Hold on, Miss Lady. Give me a second. Do y'all not know how many people dislike and despise me? And these the same people that's successful, same people that got a lot of money. We talking six figure incomes. I'm these are people that I know personally though, and probably on the internet, but the people I know personally that hates me. They hate to see me coming. They hate my voice. They hate everything about me. These people that's successful in life, these are people that has their degrees, that that's living it up right now. They can buy whatever they want, but they hate me though. You want to know why? Because I tell the truth and I just be real. I just be myself. I ain't gotta read from a script. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to act like I'm this person and I'm that person. I come outside when I come outside, if I'm trying to come outside and go, get my mail, or if I'm trying to, what I'm saying, walk to my vehicle and stuff like that to get something out the car. You think I'm out to play dress up to go do that? You not know how many females out here that do that? Oh, let me put on these little booty shorts and put my wig on and stuff like that so he can see me. 'Cause I don't want nobody thinking I'm dirty and nothing like that. Man, I'm talking about I still look my best on my worst days. Still look my best on my worst days. And that's just having confidence within myself because, you know what I'm saying? I would go outside with my hair all over the place, with my shirt hanging off my doggone shoulder and everything. Just woke up and everything. Go outside just to go get my mail. Go outside just to go get something out of my vehicle. Go outside to pick something up outside. I'm not talking about like going outside like that for good. Nah, I can't do that to myself. I get on live like that too. Hair all tangled up and everything. I don't do stuff for an image, man. I don't care what nobody think about me. I don't care what nobody feel about me. Why she always got that shirt on? Why her hair? Everybody always got the whys, the hows, the whens, the wheres. You know what I'm saying? People just question everything. Me personally, I don't give a damn because at the end of the day, when you look at people in these other countries that's really fighting strong hardships, fighting to stay alive by trying to have something to eat, you think they trying to do it for an image? These women out here are literally coming up with their own YouTube channels and stuff, living in their cars, but they doing vlogging of them being homeless and stuff, living in their cars, putting on their wigs, putting on their makeup, talking about who says you couldn't be cute while you homeless. I mean, nobody said it, ma'am, but I mean, you doing too much. You can look your best when you homeless too. Trust me. When I was homeless, I was going to the gyms and stuff like that, taking showers, taking wash ups in Walmart bathrooms. Did what I had to do, man. Brushed my teeth and everything. I had carried me a bag around with my hair products, so I would bring my hair products in there too, and just do some little braids or brush my hair up, whatever I do, what I had to do. I was still keeping myself clean through it though. I might wear the same thing, but my clothes was washed. At the time I was homeless, we was spending like what $9, $10 on like a real huge load of clothes. 9, $10, put that in a big old washing machine. Get you like a good $4 so you can dry your clothes at the laundromat. We was still clean. But that don't mean that you gotta show off by buying Gucci and Louis Vuitton and wearing $800 wigs and you know still got your Rolex on. That don't mean that you show off by still going to nightclubs and stuff like that. That don't mean that you do that. Right, exactly. What 1-year-old child do y'all know says exactly? What 1-year-old child?
My fault, y'all. I had to take care of something. Um, not sure if y'all can still hear me. Not sure. It's like the same three people still in here, I guess. Not sure if DA's still in here, but people really, this what I be talking about. People will literally sit on your live streams. Soon as I said the same three people, two of them left. People will sit on your live streams and not say a word. Really, you know what I'm saying? And them, yeah, those are the people that's really watching me. Those, yeah, that knows me, that's listening. How you listening to my life though? That's so weird, bro. Right. That's because people, y'all hear what he's saying? Every time he upload a picture or video of me, people be they view it right. How many likes? 113 views. How many likes? Right. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't care about a social media lifestyle. It's just the simple fact that people will sit and listen to you and not say anything. They ain't your real supporters, but they your real fans though. It's a difference to me. It's a difference between fans and supporters. A supporter is really gonna support you. They gonna come in your live streams. They gonna, interact. They gonna comment on your videos and stuff like that. They gonna interact with you. They gonna agree. They gonna respectfully agree to disagree at the same time as well. Those are real supporters, your day ones, people that really rock with you, that's been following you for a minute, that don't mind listening to you. But you also got people that are fans of you, that hate you, that dislike you, that don't like to hear you talking, but they will sit in your live streams the whole entire time, from beginning to the end, to see what they can pick out what you're saying that they disagree with. And then on top of that, they want to listen to your life. They want to hear your background, even if they can't see your face. They want to hear your background. They want to hear who's in your background. Oh yeah, that must be the baby. I wonder how old that baby is. Y'all know what old folks call my child, even old folks that don't know her. That baby. That baby. That baby is so cute. Hold on, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. My husband had me cracking up laughing in tears, bro. We was on a train one day, right? So we getting on the train, and this old, I'm telling y'all, everybody disrespectfully calls our child that baby. You know what I'm saying? That is so disrespectful. So we getting on the train and stuff, right? So we was about to go sit back there by this older black lady. She said, what she say? What the old lady say on the train? She 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 said, right. You should take that baby over there and that seat over there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Weirdos. They calling her that baby. And honestly, y'all know what's crazy? Honestly, with my first three children, I was so irritated when people would call them that baby, especially old folks. It made me want to cuss them out. Hold on. It made me want to cuss them out. Because, first of all, ma'am, This is my child, not that baby. And then they say stuff like, is that a girl or a boy? And you see the pink covers. I don't understand. You see the pink covers, and it's you still asking me a dumb question. Is that a girl or a boy? What you think, ma'am? You colorblind or something? I really used to ask people, are you colorblind? What's the point of asking me, is it a girl or a boy if you see pink covers? I understand what other people do with their kids, you know what I'm saying? Gender changes and all that. I don't do stuff like that with my kids. Nah, I don't believe in that. When you're a girl, you stay a girl. Shout out Mr. Rogers. Anybody was born and raised on Mr. Rogers, y'all boy that man he wasn't playing in them shows in the morning time. That man said, when you're a girl, you stay a girl. When you're a boy, you stay a boy. Come on now. Right, he say boys become daddies, girls become mommies. Come on, man. I don't believe in that. If I push out a girl, she's a girl. Girl, she gonna stay a girl. I'm doing her hair like a girl. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing she gonna change into a woman. You would let me know if you can hear me on your end. If I push out a boy, he's a boy. I ain't putting on no dresses and skirts on him. I know that, y'all want me to say that though. Y'all want me to be like, oh, I feel like it's okay if my child have a gender change. Like, if that's what he wants at the age of 2, then that's what I'm gonna give him. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with you? Ain't no way in the hell that a 2-year-old child wants to be a girl. You have to teach him to be a boy. Play with the hey, don't touch that Barbie doll. Nah, we don't do that. Play with them airplanes and them helicopters and the, you know what I'm saying, the little action figures and stuff. Go on and play with that. I'm finna go on and play with them doggone airplanes. No, don't you touch that little Barbie doll truck over there. That's for girls, okay? You have to train them up. You gotta train them up. You can't expect for them to just be like, you know, playing dress up because they see their sisters doing it or because it looks nice to them, it looks colorful, and they're just curious. So it's like, yeah, go ahead and put on that dress and put on those heels. Do y'all not know how many boys were raised effeminate automatically because their mothers allowed them to do the things that they're not supposed to do as boys? Their mothers have allowed them to put on makeup, to put on their wigs, to put on their dresses. Oh, trust me, I have seen it as a child. I've seen it all in the family, all in the family. And then if they don't turn out to be in a rainbow community, they turn out to be extremely effeminate, extremely effeminate, to the point where they're so effeminate, you know what I'm saying? They can't even be masculine in a relationship. They let their woman run over them. They so effeminate, they get nose rings, nose piercings, lip piercings, bonnets, you know what I'm saying? Pink Crocs, black pants with flowers and shit on it. Half top crop tops though. Niggas is really wearing crop tops. You gotta be kidding me. You wearing a look at what's his name? The one what is his name? DDG. Man, boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere with that outfit you be wearing. Bro be wearing long ass dresses and shit. Look at Jaden Smith. He's feminine as I don't know what. Matter of fact, oh, Let me take that back. He ain't just effeminate. He's with the rainbow community. You want to know why? Because he's allowed to express himself. It's called expressing yourself when you wear shit that you ain't supposed to wear. When you start putting on dresses and you a man, it's expressing yourself. Do y'all know what some of these men used to say? Oh, I'm expressing myself. I'm not, gay. I'm just expressing myself. Man, if you don't go sit, you with the rainbow community at that point. You with the rainbow community at that point. If you sitting up here putting on dresses and lipstick with a full blown beard, you know something wrong with you. I'ma just keep it with 1,000. You ain't no expressing yourself. Like I'm talking about, society is so sick. The whole world is sick because they acknowledge these things, and then they feel like something wrong with you for looking at them incorrectly. No, something is wrong with you for even thinking that you even had the courage to get up in the morning, put on a wig, put on a dress and some heels and some lipstick with a full blown beard, and go outside and say, I'm expressing myself. What are you looking at? Why are you watching me? Why are you... No, no, no. Keep your head up. Stay confident. Remember, that's how you got up this morning. You did your makeup routine and everything, even though you a fucking man. And let's get to the men though. Let's get to the men real quick that don't put on makeup and dresses and stuff like that, but they have very effeminate ways. Man, I'll be seeing these YouTubers, black men, doing too much in the mirror, skincare routines. You know what I'm saying? Painting their fingernails. Nah, it's over with at that point. When you paint your fingernails, it's over with. Just say you like men. Just say you like men. Ain't no way in hell you like a woman. And then y'all know what's so sick, DA? What's so sick is the fact that women adore this shit. They love effeminate men. If you ain't making 6 figures and you ain't effeminate, you better move around. They don't want masculinity anymore. That's how bad the world is becoming. Women don't like masculine men. Y'all know what's crazy? It's so sick. This world is so sick that when me and my husband go out in public and we have to communicate with someone, when he does the talking and he makes the decisions, people look at him like he's abusive towards me. The whole time, he's just masculine. They really be saying stuff like, oh, your girl, your girl, she really supposed to be the one to make the decisions. I know in the household, she really be. He be like, no, absolutely not. I know y'all, y'all want me to be feminine and stuff like that, but I'm masculine. I make the decisions. I'm the ruler of the household. They be looking at me like, you really gonna let him talk like that? If that was me, I probably would have smacked him in his mouth. That's the problem. We have a world full of demonic, abusive ass women that feel like you ain't making no decisions in this house. You ain't about to talk to me like that. You ain't about to do this. Go and take out that garbage. Go and wash them. They treat the men as if you're my slave. And y'all men, some of y'all men, I just gotta call it how I see it. Some of y'all men really be bowing down to these women. Like y'all literally will spend all y'all money on them. Your whole check go right to them. You buying her whatever she want. You done bought her a car. You done bought her a house, and she still treats you bogus. She still be cheating on you. She still use you for your money. Even though y'all married, people really be getting married. And when I say marriages are trash, their marriages are trash behind closed doors. Y'all really feel like just because this couple got a lot of money and stuff like that,
everything going good. Just because, so this is my thing too. When a person got a lot of money, you automatically assume that they good people. You automatically assume that they ain't going through it. You automatically assume that they good just because they get to buy whatever they want. Just because they got a nice house, a nice car, they married, they got kids. Do y'all not know how many married men, me and my husband know, that's out here got money and everything, still cheating on their wives, still dislikes their wives, but they refuse to leave them? Do y'all not know how many couples out here that is married with a lot of money that really hate each other for real? They got kids together and everything. I'm telling you, marriages is trash. I be seeing this shit. I seen this married couple at the park some weeks ago. Definitely, obviously, they got a lot of money because she rolled off on him in a Mercedes Benz truck, and he rode off on her on a nice ass motorcycle. As we was walking past them, you see the rings on their finger shining like a motherfucker. But guess what was happening? They were going in on each other up there at the park, arguing and everything in front of everybody. I don't know what the argument was about. I don't know what happened. You know, I think that they separated something, you know what I'm saying? Because, well, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, maybe they separated or something like that before they get divorced. Because she just, you know what I'm saying, rolled off on him in a truck and he rolled off on her on a motorcycle. But they're displaying their hate in front of the world. They displaying their hate to everybody, to the world, even though they married. Damn shame. Even though they married. That's why I say these marriages be trash. Y'all feel like just because y'all have that title of marriage and y'all got the paperwork and all that, everything is going good. I'm married, so okay. How your husband treating you though? Then you got the men out here talking about they married and stuff. They got wives, but your wife is telling you how she running things in the house. She making her sole decisions. There is no masculinity whatsoever inside the household. Your sons, your little sons running around the house with dresses on, playing dress up with their sisters. And you ain't saying nothing, you just laughing. You know something wrong with you when you can play dress up with your daughter, your little daughter, and she painting your fingernails and putting on powdered makeup on your face and putting on wigs and you taking pictures of yourself and posting it. Just played dress up with my daughter today. And you don't think it's time for you to come out the closet all the way? You married and everything. But y'all feel like y'all doing y'all kids a favor because you playing dress up with them. Bro, you ain't got to put on no heels, no dress, paint your fingernails, put on a wig, and say I'm doing this only today just because I'm playing dress up with my daughter. Something is seriously wrong with you. And society is so sick that they make shit like that okay. They make stuff like, excuse my language, they make stuff like that okay. Society is so sick. I'm seeing trending dances, boys or teenage boys popping, twerking, bouncing, all type of weird stuff, bro. But they try to make it seem like they, the ladies' men type boys. Yeah, I get all the females, of course, because you're effeminate, and they like you that way. And you know what? I feel sorry for you because it's your parents' fault. They have allowed you to be that way. And society is so sick that, their friends, they don't see anything wrong with it because their friends doing it too. And I'm talking about the boys twerking, popping, and they think it's funny.
Talking about what's that word they be using? Riz, Rizz, whatever that is. And they do it on each other. They be in a boys' locker room. Man, when I tell y'all these high schools is just all of the boys in high school is straight effeminate, bro. Straight effeminate. And if you raised your son right, and you raised your son with some masculinity in him, then hey, I ain't talking about you. But I'm just saying, what's up, love yourself? But I'm talking about the for the parents that refuse to raise their children right to the point where you have allowed your son to grow up be effeminate. Look at them in the schools, man. Ain't no way you should feel comfortable with your child's teacher. Also, this is for elementary school kids now. Ain't no way that these parents feel comfortable with the teachers allowing the boys to hold hands with each other when it's time to go on field trips. I saw this, and I'm pretty sure a majority of the parents know. They know. And if you don't know, I feel like that's a question that y'all should, when the school year starts back, y'all, ask y'all child's teacher. If you have young children, ask your child's teacher when y'all go on field trips. How do the children link together? Do the boys hold hands with the girls, or do the boys gotta hold hands with the boys and the girls gotta hold hands with the girls? I'm telling you, that's such a big deal to me because when I saw this, I saw it last year. We had we had just watched the kids at the museum or whatnot, and the boys was holding hands with the boys, and I just felt some type of way about seeing something like that. I said, I wonder, do these parents know this? Because if they know, you ain't know better. But if you don't know, I feel like you should really ask your child's teacher, how did this go? Because that shit is sick. That's sick. Then you make them sit next to each other on the bus. I mean, the times that we living in, I feel like they should maybe make school buses bigger and wider to where, you know, it's like each individual child gets a seat alone by themselves. Because either way around it, I feel like there's still something wrong with it because I mean, these kids are born and raised with smartphones and, flat screen TVs. They born and raised on social media. They born and raised around horrible ass parents. So even if you do put the boys with the girls, you got to be wary that something might go down. They seeing too much on television and on, social media, YouTube. These kids got YouTube accounts, TikTok accounts. They see a lot of this stuff. They know what love making is and all that. They see it. This is why I feel like school buses should start individually seating children, you know. And because I remember at one point where it was like three kids to a seat back when I was younger, it would be like three or four. Even if four could sit in a seat together, or three, it was like that. And then it would be like boy, girl. Like I said, if you was raised up on Mr. Rogers, you know, when you a boy, you stay a boy. When you a girl, you stay a girl. See, back then, when I was younger, it wasn't no girls liking on girls. For real. That stuff ain't started until, stuff like that ain't started until I was like really in high school. But you would barely see it then, too. The thing is, you would barely see it. And the thing is,
people were a lot more discreet with, their sexuality and who they like than what they are now, because we live in a society where people have been allowed to express themselves and come out of the closet and say how they feel and um uh, about their sexuality and things like that. And people feel like y'all not know how many people in the rainbow community dislike me because I say the truth. Well, what the fuck you want me to lie? Well, if we was born a girl, you stay a girl. If you was born a boy, you stay a boy. Shit. That's how I see it. Man with woman, woman with man. That's how I see it. They be getting mad at me because they feel like, oh, she needs to agree with how I am. I mean, you gonna be how you is. That don't mean that I should agree with it. I disagree. But also it don't mean that I dislike you. If I'm gonna be 100 with you. If you could be respectful to me, if you in a rainbow community and even though I disagree with that shit, as long as you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You might disagree that I am with who I with it. Let me tell y'all something. If the rainbow community feels like, they can get mad with how you view them, you don't think they mad about how they view you. Behind closed doors, they look at you differently because you actually doing the right thing though. They believe in their minds that it should be, you know, same sex, you know, marriages and stuff like that. They feel like in their mind, if they have boys, they should be able to raise their boys to like girl things, and that's sick to me. That's really sick to me because even if you in that type of community, you should have some sort of common sense. Damn it, you still ain't got common sense. When you have a child, do you why are they so selfish? They want the children to grow up just like them as well. I don't understand. See, my biggest issue is y'all bring the children into it. Don't leave the kids alone, please. Let them grow up and lead them right. That's what you wanted to do with your life. Just because you wanted to be who you are and express yourself and be with the same sex and stuff like that, don't raise that child like that. That child might not want that. That's sickening. It's sick to me. I ain't gonna lie. And like I said, I got respect for people that got respect for me. So if you ain't got respect for me, whatever. Do your thing. You can be what you is and stuff like that. Leave the kids out of it. They really drag the kids into it by creating books and, letting the kids put on express themselves. That kid ain't expressing themselves. You need to be trying to teach them the right thing. That's the problem. Lazy parenting. You feel me, DA? Leave the kids alone. That shit is sick to me, man. They be going to the schools and teaching them about, pride and the rainbows community. Like, it's so sick. These parents. You know what? You know what's crazy, y'all? I thought it was a certain race of people that would do this to their kids and stuff like that. Honestly, y'all, it's black people. Black people really doing this shit. They really are dressing their sons up like girls, and the daughters is like the boy. I mean, insane, insane. Dressing the daughters like boys, allowing them to express themselves and be who they. Man, leave the kids alone. Y'all supposed to be guiding them correctly, guiding them the right way. In the Bible, it was Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Real talk. Not Eve and Eva. We know that. When we was living in the times of, man, Solomon and Gomorrah, boy,
just crazy and sick. The whole entire world is the rainbow community, if you ask me. Damn near. I mean, the whole damn world, because they love that community. They give them what they want. They acknowledge them. They man, look. All I ask is for respect as a human being, though. Real talk. If you genuinely say hello, how you doing? Hello, how you doing? But being that society also so sick that they view one another, sexually, and people be so weird that they'll undress you with their eyes and stuff like that. I don't be wanting them type of people around me that close. I ain't gonna lie to you because I'm not with that. I ain't with all that. And even the opposite way, honestly. Even if you don't like the same sex and you just, you a man, you like women and stuff, alright, stay your ass from by me. I don't like when people be close up behind me and near me and stuff because people is so weird, y'all. Real talk. These men, a lot of men. Now we off the rainbow community, right? So now I'm gonna talk about creepy ass men real quick, cause these men be so creepy that they start feeling you and you know and really feeling you. And when I'm talking about really feeling you, like you will have a full blown conversation with a man that you don't even know as a woman. Hey, how you doing? Man, I'm taking it one day at a time. Oh, okay. You still live over there on so and so? Yeah, I still live over there. How your people's doing? Now you don't really know him personally. You just know him from your old neighborhood. But men, see, a lot of men they feel like once you have a conversation with them, they got you where they want you at. So they take advantage of that and they start being creepy as hell. And now they want you in another type of way. And a lot of these women, they don't pay attention to that. Y'all don't even know that some of these men out here be creepy because y'all don't pay attention to that. You don't stay aware. You don't look at the signs. You ignore the signs. Then when he snatch your ass up, then what? I'm just saying. Women be creepy. Now let's get on the women. Some of these women be creepy as hell too. Oh man, when I tell you we live in a world full of, you know, just predator as women, it's crazy. Especially the older women. They so sick. They undress you with their eyes and we talking men and women though. And these are older women that's married and that's been married for 56, 57 years, 60 years. Just old and just disgusting. Y'all not know how many older married women have looked at me in a disgusting way to the point where they're really undressing me with their eyes. They're looking at me in another weird ass way. And it's sick. It is sick. Women in their 50s, in their 40s, disgusting. 30s, disgusting. But these are women that claim that they like men though. But they don't mind exploring with another woman. When I tell y'all it's so sick, even the older women are that way. It's disgusting. They don't. It's so many women on this earth that has been turned out easily because they started liking it. You know, the same thing after a while. A lot of these women that's single, that actually like men, they wouldn't mind a woman. I'm dead ass, y'all. I used to go to bars with friends and stuff like that, thinking that they like girls. I mean, thinking that they like boys, men. I mean, and then they get drunk, get a couple drinks in them, and they twerking on another girl, and they getting the numbers and everything. Female friends, and I'll be looking like, well, damn, you too? Everybody turning GAY now, but they claim I'm single, waiting for the right one. Whole time they single enough to be able to really, I don't even know how to explain it. They single enough to to get with another woman and explore with her and have fun with her. And then they try to say that's their friend, but y'all know another thing about these women nowadays. They swear up and down that's their best friend. Be careful. Y'all men, be careful of y'all girlfriends and y'all wives and stuff. I'm telling you, better pay attention. Some of these women, I'm not saying all women, some of these women claim that she's her bestie. Just because she ain't cheating on you with a man, you better open up your eyes and see what she doing with her best friend or her friend. Why the hell they always gone together? Think about it. Why they always doing everything together? Trust me, I have seen it with my own eyes. I have seen it. Women are like this for real. They really explore with each other, on each other, even though they be married, even though they in full blown relationships with other men. Like they be feeling each other after a while. The friends be falling in love with each other and stuff like that. Seriously, dead ass. This world is sick. Yeah, I'm exposing this sickness. Do y'all not know? I'm gonna just be flat out. Do y'all not know how many women have came on to me? I'm finna really say this. Y'all not know how many women have tried to come on to me though, knowing that that ain't what I like. They claim to be your best friend. They claim to be your friend and stuff like that. Then they start liking you, or just women that you talk to in public, that you interact with, that you don't even know. They start complimenting you in ways that a man should. You know, ooh, girl, you got some pretty legs. You know, you got some pretty lips. Weird, weird as hell. I'm telling you, you got some pretty lips. I'm talking about this one woman was talking to me before. I'm trying to talk to her about some real stuff, right? As I'm talking, she's talking about some. You got some pretty pink lips, and I was looking like, all right, I'm done talking. All right, ma'am, you have a good one. you, I mean, I'm telling y'all, their mind is so perverted. All they see across the internet, on in movies, and they phones, wherever they go, is perverted things, perverted situations. So they become perverted people. We live in a society full of perverted ass people. Have y'all seen that video with Trump? You know what I'm saying? Was talking about his daughter. I mean, this man is sick. Y'all thought Joe Biden was sick. Y'all thought Joe Biden was a perv. Trump is a real perv, man. This man blatantly said that his daughter, what he say, if his daughter, look like his wife or something like that, he would marry her. Or if his daughter ain't look like his wife or something like that, he would marry her or something like that. I don't know. He said the weirdest, creepiest, perverted shit. I gotta go back and look at that video again, but it was so nasty, bro. And the people that was interviewing him, I think he was on The View or something. People that was interviewing him was like, "Man, don't say that." He was like, "I'm serious. I know you is, bro. Y'all sick as hell in the White House. They all sick. Behind closed doors, they all sick. But people be real life Trump supporters. Y'all support this sick, perverted ass man, him and everybody else that was in the White House. All these damn politicians is look, real talk, y'all. Those people eat humans, and they sick in perverted ways. Okay, and that's and see Trump and all of the other politicians that was in office before him, they were the face of this world. Okay, so if your ass is sick in a mind and perverted ways, then what that make the whole world the same exact way? Think about it. When Obama was in office behind closed doors, that man was sick as I don't know what. But what did he do? Start creating, all these laws and stuff like that for the rainbow community. Because comes to find out, that man was with the rainbow community, low key though. Everybody thought Obama was a strong black man. Obama ain't even black. That's the crazy part. They put someone in office who looks to be black, who's from Chicago, but that man ain't did a damn thing for his own city. Nothing. People are sick. This whole world is sick. No COVID, they just sick. Real talk. And shout out to the artist King Los. Y'all, man, that song, that rap song that he made is just real truth, straight truth through the whole song. He said the whole world hates your dream because they ain't got one. He said run for your life, the whole world will smoke you. That's so true because they will. This whole world hates you. They despise you, especially when you tell the truth. They will kill you. Real talk. You want to know why I said that? Because a lot of people really think that in their minds. They get to the point. Hold on, y'all. Whole world sick as hell. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna have a few interruptions a little bit though, but it's just it disgusts me. I forgot where I left off at, but people people sick, and y'all need to stop thinking that this whole world is gonna become normal again, 'cause it ain't. Humanity is finished. Told y'all I was gonna have a few interruptions, so excuse me this morning. I'm a little busy, but I'm gonna start. I'm telling y'all, man, I gotta start back my streams. YouTube be pissing me off when they be making it to where can't nobody hear me and stuff like that, and I be having to test it out my live streams first before I can fully go live. But man, y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me. Get the likes up on this stream. But I just gotta say, we live in a very sick society, and people need to really stop thinking that humanity is going to change and It's gonna change. It's gonna change, but it's gonna change for the worse. And that's the truth. Humanity is done. People don't even want to produce children no more. People don't want to have kids anymore. Unfortunately, they bringing children into this world, but they not raising them right. You know, and then they bringing children into this world in you know on again, off again relationships, toxic ass relationships, baby mama, baby daddy drama, or just one night stands and stuff like that. Children coming into this world like that. They coming into this world being raised by evil beings. What happened to what happened to the good people having children? What happened to the good people having kids? What happened to the people, with respect, that got freedom within their mind, that really is able to think freely and not like the rest of humanity? What happened to those people that want to have children, man? You know what's crazy? Those people don't even want to have kids no more. That's the world that we live in, though. All you see is females that's dumbed down, pregnant as hell out here, and they ain't got no man by their side because they know that the person that they pregnant by is either A, toxic, or B, he just don't even exist. He's not there because a lot of these men nowadays is getting these women popped off, and they don't want they don't want no parts of the child because they want to be able to enjoy themselves, enjoy their lives, and things like that. People is so damn sick. Man, when I tell y'all, I'm telling y'all, humanity is over with, okay? And I'm talking mentally, like people have gone insane. People are sick. People have nothing but perverted thoughts in their minds. I'm walking outside the other day, and it was more so women looking at me than men. And I'm talking about women looking at me in perverted ways is what I'm saying. And I wasn't dressed disgusting for attention either. I'm telling you, even if you cover up your body, people will still undress you with their eyes. That's how sick the society is. They can't think of nothing inside of their minds but things that ain't real life. Social media, you know what I'm saying? Pornography. I can't say the P word. Pornography, social media, an unrealistic ass white picket fence life. But I don't understand. You want that white picket fence life, but you single and you can do bad all by yourself. You want kids, but you single and you can do bad all by yourself. You want a man, but you don't want him to be masculine. You want a man, but he can't be a manager at McDonald's. You want a man, but he got to make six figures. You want a man, and when that man makes six figures, you don't want him no more. He's trash to you. Nothing is ever good enough for these women nowadays, I'm telling you. They can't make up their minds. They don't know what the hell they want. Especially these single women. They don't know what they want. But they know that they want your dream because they ain't got one. They want a dream just like yours because they don't have one. They hate to see you becoming successful. They hate the fact that you even got four people in your live stream. They want you to have zero. They hate that people even listen to you. They don't want anybody to listen to you because they feel like you're lying to people. These women nowadays, y'all, is a different type of woman. These ain't real women that live amongst us. These are Satan's children, okay? that's just growing up full blown Jezebels. Y'all know what's so sick? These women, they don't teach their daughters to, you know, when they get older and things like that and they want a man or whatever, make sure your man is masculine. Okay? They don't teach their daughters that. They don't teach their daughters like, when you get older and you want you a man, make sure you get you a man that's gonna respect you. That's going to, honor you in public, around people, to his family. Get you a man that wants a family, that wants to be there for his children, that also wants to be with you for the rest of his life. Get you a man like that. Get you a man that's going to make sure he take care of his household. They don't teach their daughters these things. They teach their daughters that it's okay to be a gold digger. It's okay to be a Jezebel. It's okay to sleep with this guy, that guy, this guy. It's okay to be pregnant by somebody that's not going to be there for their child. It's okay to just keep having children by different men. They teach their daughters that stuff. They teach their daughters eventually, if you get tired of a man, it's okay to join the rainbow community. I'm still going to support you through it. They teach their daughters that. This is what they teach them, though. You're teaching your child to pretty much give up on herself just like you. You're sick. You're sick. And some of these women, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you, some of these women so sick, man, that they be crushing on their own daughters. They be crushing on their own sons. Especially when their sons grow up and they turn like 15 and 16. These women be in their 40s and they be, my son's sexy, he fine. Like, girl, is you crazy? They be liking their own sons. Ooh, y'all, look at my son. He's sexy as ever, right? No. You need to go to jail. When has it ever been okay to worship pedos? Because social media is so crazy that when women really say stuff like this about their sons and they daughters is the baddest thing walking and stuff like that, you have people on social media in the comment section praising stuff like that, and it's sick. They're praising it. They making it okay. Girl, yes, you did that. Your daughter is so cute. She look just like her mama. My daughter is growing up, y'all, so I had to go to the store and get her measured up for her boobs because she going to have boobs like her mom. She going to have a waist like her mama. Her waist is snatched, y'all. Look at my daughter. Ooh. Like, these women are sick. This is exactly how they talk. I hear it and I see it all the time. I'm not lying to y'all. And for women that have these young men, you think it's okay because your son is a grown ass. Now your son a grown man, right? Let's talk about these women that's in their 40s, late 40s, early 50s and stuff that got sons that's 19 years and up. Y'all, my son, he's so handsome. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. We can say our sons are, handsome. We can compliment our daughters, but it's to a certain extent. It's like you don't do too much complimenting. You don't do all that extra stuff. Oh, my son, he's sexy. Y'all, look at him. Ooh, weird as ever. My son just sent me this picture of him today, guys. He just went to go get his hair cut, lined up. He is just so good looking. Like, any women out there for my son? Behind closed doors, these women really be feeling their sons. That's why they get mad when their sons get in relationships and marriages and stuff like that, and they cut their mothers loose because, first of all, he got him a wife now. It's time for him to move on. And honestly, it's been time for them. Once they get to a certain age, man, these mothers need to understand that it's time for your son to walk away from you. He's still gonna have respect for you as his mom. He's still gonna love you as his mom. But let that man live his life. Some of y'all women are so sick out here, y'all be sheltering y'all children. Y'all shelter them even when they adults. Then you become toxic when they ready to move on with their lives and be adults. It ain't just about the perversion because you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably can't believe I'm even saying that. It's true. I'm telling y'all, these women are sick. And yeah, some of these men too, they look at their daughters. They daughters really love them on some. This my dad. You know what I'm saying? This my dad. I love my dad. But the dads be looking at they grown adult daughters in another type of way. Damn, look at my daughter. She done grew up looking just like your mama. Sick. You're sick. You know what I'm saying? Sick. Look at Trump talking about he'll marry his daughter. Sick. This is the world we live in. Nothing but a bunch of pedos, creeps, perverted ass people. Just disgusting. I'm telling y'all, man, if you just sit and you talk to a person long enough, sometimes you will be able to see how weird and creepy they are. Real talk. And see, their weirdness and the creepiness is like, it's either they're weird and creepy in wicked ways, you know, to the point where they just don't like you, but they your biggest fan. They don't like you, but they your biggest fan, or they're weird and creepy in perverted sexual ways, to the point where they can't do nothing but look at you and stare at you sexually while you talking to them. You probably be talking to them about some real shit. You probably got questions and stuff like that, but they thinking in their mind of how you look underneath the clothes that you have on. People are so sick that their minds is just, programmed on perversion. Shout out to Stephen Darby, man, because he talked about this way before his passing. Stephen Darby said it's going to come a time where the whole entire world is going to be GAY. On my life, he said that. He said they gonna take over the world. They keep on talking about. I keep hearing these talks about Obama potentially taking over again. I would not be surprised, bro, because that man was hell bent on giving the rainbow community everything that they need. Joe Biden, he's sitting up here pretty much making, perverts look normal. Stephen Darby said they are going to legalize people being pedos. Real talk. It's going to become okay for 60 plus year old men to marry 12-year-olds. It's going to become okay for 70 plus year old men to lay down with a 16-year-old. And you want to know what's crazy? That's exactly how it is right now. My husband was just telling me about a guy that he works with that was talking. They was talking in a group or whatever, because they workers or whatever. So they talking. So they had to go to this young lady's house that had a teenage daughter. I guess the daughter was like 18 or 19. So the guy that was talking to them, he was like 60 plus. So he's telling the other guys like, man, shit, I wonder how old her daughter is. She looking real good. So everybody else, just two people out of the group thought that it was weird as fuck. And one of those two people was my husband. Weird as fuck. The rest of the people was just like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Because she 18, she 19, she grown now, she an adult. Let me tell y'all something. Stop thinking these 18 and 19-year-olds are grown, okay? They ain't grown. They still teenagers. They still teens. They're not out of their teens yet. And even when they out of their teens, that shit is still sick to me. I feel like the most that a person should, when a person is dating someone or in a relationship, if you 22 years old, I feel like the most I would say is like a 5-year age gap, 5 to 7 years. Cause I'm telling you, man, people be getting in these relationships with people that's 20 plus years older than them. That shit is sick. You see 40-year-old women in relationships with 70-year-old men, 60-year-old men. That man old enough to be your father. And y'all men that's out here that's lusting for these teenagers and these young women that's in their 20s and stuff like that, and your ass is in your 40s and 50s, that girl is young enough to be either your daughter or your granddaughter. You damn sicko. There is something wrong with that. And if you don't see it, something is wrong with you. That means that you were preying on your grandchild or your own damn daughter when they was younger. If you could sit here and look at a 19-year-old and say, "Ooh, damn, I need to see how old she really is," and if you can really say something like that, we already know what type of person you are. We already know. These people are sick. But like I said, this the world that we live in. And y'all got to keep y'all eyes open. Keep your heads up and pay attention. Y'all really be, man, I'm telling you, you got to pay attention. When you talking to a person, pay attention to their reactions. Pay attention to how they looking at you. It tells it all. Because these people be straight perverts. And some of these other cultures of people, too, that I be talking to, when I be looking at them and they be looking at me, when you got to have a little bit of eye contact going on during the conversation, I'm talking about these people be looking like half of the people that I talk to that's of other cultures, some of them be looking like, why is she even talking to me? And she's whatever she is. She's black. I don't want to talk to any black person. And I ain't saying all people that I talk to that's other cultures. Some other people. They just be full of hate and racism. You know what I'm saying? They be really feeling some type of way about a black person. Even when you being, this is what I don't understand about racist ass people. Even when you're being respectful to them, they still believe that you are who they created you to be in their mind. They still believe that you are who the media has said that you are. If the media is talking down on black folks and saying black folk did this and this black person did this and this black person robbed this person and blah 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 blah. When there's a other ethnicity that's already racist, all the media is doing is just giving them more reasons to be racist. So when you have a full blown conversation with them, they really be looking like, why are you talking to me? Well, why are you engaging with me? Why are you talking to me if you don't like my ass for my skin complexion and the way my hair look and the way that I speak? Why are you even talking to me then? Then before I end this stream, I want to say this too. Please, y'all, stop saying good morning to people if you don't mean good morning. People be waking up with ill intent, and they just really hate when people don't speak back to them when they go outside. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You was already pissed off when you woke up. So when a person can really see that you don't genuinely mean have a good morning, they're not going to say good morning back to you. Make it make sense. Let's understand here. If you are already in a bad mood the minute that you wake up out that bed and a person is reading how you really feel through the way that you're saying good morning, good morning. I ain't saying good morning back to your ass because I know you don't mean it. You mean bad morning. Why don't y'all just start saying that? Bad morning. Hi, bad morning. Ain't no damn good morning, especially if you ain't having one. Wake them folks up.